to protect and serve. Walter Scott, 50.
Freddie Gray, 25.
Brendan Glenn, 29.
Samuel DeBose, 43.
Eric Garner, 43.
Ezel Ford, 25.
Michael Brown, 18.
Laquan McDonald, 17.
Tamir Rice, 12.
Yvette Smith, 47.
Keith Scott, 43.
Terrence Crutcher, 40.
Alton Sterling, 40.
Trayvon Martin, 17.
Leandro Castile, 32.
Christian Taylor, 19.
300 as at St. Mark's Church, hold here.
All right. I got my... On the ground!
Police brutality can be defined as the use of any force exceeding that reasonably necessary to accomplish a lawful police purpose. Observe the scenario. The gentleman steps out of the car with his hands up, a sign of peaceful resignation to the police. Lawrence Cosby was accused of stealing his own car. That is what led to the police stop in general. 4 officers were needed to subdue a peaceful man. Lawrence suffered physical and emotional damage from the hazardous behavior of the police officers in a quote-unquote routine stop. According to mappingpoliceviolence.org, black people are most likely to be killed by the police. In fact, according to the data compiled, black people are 3 times more likely to be killed by the police than white people, despite making up a smaller portion of the population. 30% of black victims were unarmed in 2015 compared to the 19% of white victims. According to other statistics found on mappingpoliceviolence.org, 97% of the cases in 2015 involving police brutality and excessive force on individuals did not result in any conviction for the officers. It is evident that the police are abusing their power and not being fairly tried or punished. The law abides to all citizens, especially to those holding positions of power. The police have the crucial role of protecting and serving in our communities. Another crucial issue when it comes to police brutality is the issue of transparency. In 2015, President Obama proposed a $75 million budget for a 3-year program dedicated to providing police departments with body cameras. Body cameras would work to hold officers accountable for their actions and would allow the police department to have a wider array of vision over the conduct of their officers. Body cameras would in effect provide an unbiased and untampered account of a police officer's patrols and any altercations that might persist in the execution of the job. However, funding for body cameras is only part of the solution. The police departments must work together with local communities to ensure that officers are following protocols with these body cameras and making sure that they are operational and receiving live footage. According to a study conducted by the University of Cambridge's Institute on Criminology, researchers found that during a 12-month period, use of force by officers wearing cameras fell by 59% and reports against officers dropped by 87% against the previous year's figures. To repair the broken trust between the criminal justice system and the minority communities, officers must be held accountable for their actions. The judicial system must seek out a fair and unbiased interpretation of the law and ensure that the punishment fits the crime. Murder of an unarmed individual as a result of a fatal altercation with the police must be seen as murder. Police officers are not above the law that they have sworn to protect and serve. Our final solution to the issue of police brutality is to require sensitivity training to be administered to all officers prior to sending them out on patrols in local communities. This will require either the federal government or the state and local governments to reallocate funding towards the re-education and retraining of police officers to ensure the protection of minority groups. Police officers must be trained in dealing with individuals from different racial backgrounds and how that may affect the individual's perception of the officer as well as the officers as a whole. The police academy should emphasize in the education and training of police officers for them to be heavily trained in disarmament techniques and de-escalating hostile situations using lethal and deadly force as a last resort. Law enforcement must be responsive to the needs of the public. And that starts with the mentality of the criminal justice system as a whole. We as a society can't expect to make any significant change if we are unwilling to admit the real issues that are plaguing this nation.